Hi everyone, it's Courtney with Wasson Wood Party and Design Studio. Today what I wanted to do is a tutorial about how to make a Pom Pom Garland. And here's a little example of the Pom Pom Garland. Super cute, super fun, easy to make. Would be a great addition for a baby shower, wedding. I mean, just a little girl's room, nursery would be great. So let's go over how to make this Pom Pom Garland. The tools that you will need are a pom pom maker, scissors, a yarn needle, and if you want to do a tulle pom-pom, something rectangular. So there we go. So let's start. We're going to start making a yarn pom-pom. Different yarns make different types of pom-poms. So on here, on this garland, you can see it's kind of an in-between yarn. I found this one really fluffy yarn. It makes a nice thick pom-pom, and when you tie the pom-pom later in the tutorial, you'll see what I mean. It condenses down, so it puffs out really great, and it ties really firmly. So and then I used crochet yarn for this pom-pom here. Gives a different look. It's not as fluffy, so you can see where you tie that one. So anyways, there's that. So here is your pom-pom maker. You can get it at a craft store. I can't remember how much it was, but Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, I'm sure they all have it. Walmart, who knows, online. Anyways, it has two pieces, and the pieces spread out like this. But when you go to make your pom-pom, and they connect together here with this center point, you're going to go ahead and open one side like that. And then you grab the yarn that you want to use. And I'm going to make another white pom-pom here. And this is just a simple matter of winding your yarn around your pom-pom maker. And you don't have to be crazy about how even you keep it. You're definitely not going to want to be on this side and then jump on this side, because it's going to make the length of your yarn inconsistent when you go to cut the pom-pom. But just work your way back and forth, back and forth. And when I was explaining to my 4-year-old how to do it, basically you want to get to a point where no blue is showing. And how much you wind around your pom-pom maker will determine how thick or full of a pom-pom you make. So you can control that too. The pom-pom or the yarn cooperates. So back and forth, back and forth. Almost done, doesn't take too long. I know this is probably either really annoying to watch all the way through, or it's just watching the yarn wrap around. So almost done here. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. See how I have the yarn covered over. Not much blue. It's not super. I haven't taken my time to make sure that each piece of yarn is right next to each other, but they're close. So snip off a length. You can let it hang. Close it. And then you're going to open it. You're going to do the same to the next side. these move, so sometimes it's tricky to get them to line up. But, I mean, once the yarn's on it, it lines itself up. Slippery. Having a pretty woman moment. Slippery little sucker. Okay. There we go. That's easier for me to hold it like that. This is something that you can do while watching TV, listening to music, watch your kids play in the backyard. Take it with you. If you're a commuter and you are on the train or on a bus, take it with you. And just take your couple of tools and make pom-poms. Or if you don't want to make them and you want us to make them for you, you can just let us know. We love helping out that way. So. And I would encourage you to experiment with different yarns. You know, and the other thing people have used these for, I've purchased this pom-pom maker after watching a tutorial. It's a really great tutorial about how to make these. And it just highlighted this tool so well that I wanted to use it. Before that, you can definitely just take like a piece of cardboard, wrap it, and it's going to be the same concept that I'll show you with the rectangle doing like tulle pom-pom. So there we go. Close both sides. Now this is the genius part of this tool that I really appreciate is it holds everything together for you while you cut, and then when you go to fasten or tie off your pom-pom. I just kind of go ahead and trim these a little bit. Doesn't have to be exact because you're going to give your pom-pom another haircut in a second. So here there's a channel that runs through this maker. Remember the two pieces that are now held together. And you just slip your knife underneath and snip your yarn apart. So now what you're doing is creating all these individual pieces of yarn that are pretty much uniform in length, and they're being held for you by this nifty little device. On to the next side. It's reminding me, I'm a big YouTube. I love finding weird, strange videos on YouTube, and there's I don't know how many people or how many of you have seen the exploding rubber band ball, but they cut this old big rubber band ball and it just starts erupting in half, and that kind of reminded me of it. So these now are two separate sides, and what you're going to do is take a length of your yarn, snip it, and again around this channel, and this is these two pieces are held together by that one center pin. So your goal here is to try to tie this as tight as you can. So there, just tie, pull. I'm pulling pretty hard, as strong as I can, and then go ahead and do it again. And just pull it. I've actually, on some of these yarns that I was experimenting with, I pulled hard enough to where I broke the yarn. But now, here's the fun part. You just pull these apart. There's one half. And then you can just go ahead and pull the other. Oops, one piece came out. See? So that's all those little individual pieces that are now being held together with your strong, as tight as you could do it, knot. And you almost have something that looks like a yo-yo. And then I like to just kind of shake it. And there you go. There's your pom-pom. So you can use this on a garland like I showed at the beginning. You could also use these on presents. If you have roller skates and you're retro like that, you can put them on your roller skate. So there's one pom-pom. Easy. So last tip that I have for making these garlands is this tool here, and I love it. and I'm always afraid I'm going to lose it, but even if I do, I can get another one for about $1, is this plastic yarn needle. It's the perfect size to fit through an 1/8 inch hole that maybe you punch through paper. It just makes kind of assembling these things nice and easy. So I'm going to pull out my garland again. Now, if you know exactly how far you want these spaced, I would suggest tying them or threading them on and then going through and tying them again. But yarn needles are nice because they are made for these big pieces of yarn anyways. Got it threaded. Here's the pom-pom we just made. I'm going to trim off the tails. You can leave the tails on if you want to use it for gift wrap. Trim them off if you want to use it just as its own pom-pom. And then go ahead and take your yarn needle right through the center and slide it on. And there you have it. Another pom-pom for your garland. So that's how to do a pom garland. Again, if you want to go through it, you can. They're fun and easy to make. If you don't want it, but you want to make your own, but you would like us to make it for you, just let us know and we'll help you out. All right, thanks. Have a good day. See you soon. Bye.